Hey guys, what's going on? So I just got back a couple hours ago from the Tim Sykes 11th annual summit, and it's been a tremendous experience so far. I got to hear from Tim Sykes, Tim Bohan, and Roland Wolf so far. So those three main guys is who've been speaking this entire conference so far. But this is day one, right? Day two, it's Stephen Ducks and Tim Grittani. So these guys, I'm very, very excited to listen to. Roland Wolf, and Tim Sykes. They're amazing as well because I really love the way they teach. So, uh, Tim Sykes is more like aggressive, and the way he is, like he doesn't filter out anything. He just says what he wants, and like it makes you want to listen more because instead of filtering out like, oh, you got to do this to be a successful trader, it's like you're a fucking idiot if you don't do this because you're gonna lose your money. You're gonna do the wrong thing. So, him being just blunt out aggressive, it sticks with you. It's more like a stick, like I don't know, glue, like super glue and all that stuff. Instead of just like one of those glue that you put on paper, you're gonna stick it to something, it's gonna fall off, right? So the aggressive attitude is more like that PL construction glue or the freaking super glue or whatever. It's very strong. So um, the way he teaches is just straightforward. He's been in the game for 20 years. That's um, 2 decades. Like it's tremendous. Like he's been able to adapt to changing environments, change himself, evolve with the market because as traders we continue to evolve with the market. Yeah, so nonetheless, like this guy has gave me so much value so far with all the trading content and his he likes to do morning panic dip buys. It's gonna be something that I incorporate more into my trading because I'm used to just buying the opening range breakouts, a 5 minute candle to make a new high, like all those type of morning breakout patterns. And I don't usually dip buy the morning, so that is interesting. That's kind of hot. And also the CBD sector, the marijuana sector. I feel like it's just been so volatile that I haven't even got a chance to trade it. I don't even know why I haven't traded it to be honest. Like it's the hottest sector right now, and like I'm staying away from it. I don't know why. I think because it's like mainly OTC stocks that are running, and I'm used to trading Nasdaqs. But he said Nasdaqs are choppier than OTC, and I thought it was the reverse. But maybe I should. I guess I got to do more research. That's the only thing it comes down to. As traders, we continue to evolve, and that's the same as I do. I always feel like I have it. I know, like this time it's going to be different, but then you continue to recognize that you are continuing to change, and you got to continue to educate yourself and be in that perspective mode, looking down at yourself, like, okay, how am I doing? Let me review. Let me see exactly what's happening, and if you need to make any changes, you can do that. And sometimes it requires you taking a step back and looking at yourself from that view. So, I told myself in the summer that I will not trade unless I record absolutely everything on the Excel spreadsheets. Because for about a year I didn't track anything, and that is very very hindering to your success. You're not going to succeed if you do not review. You do not put anything down on paper, Excel. Like you need to look back on your trades. That is absolutely key, and I hear that from everyone. I hear that from books. I hear that from professional traders. It's what has to happen when you're a business owner because this is a business. You need to be able to track your profits, track your losses, see where you stand, so you can stay in the game because it's staying in the game is what's going to keep you here for longevity. You can't stay in the game with no money. It's all about capital preservation and that discipline within yourself to do that. Follow your rules and keep your gains, cut your losses, and go with that. And it's something that I'm still struggling with as a trader. Like I feel like I got it, and then I break it, and I get into like the self destructive habit, and it's all because it's like this analogy they say or this saying. It takes 7 days or 30 days or 60 days to make a habit, but one day to break it. So it's like you're making a gain here, you gain here, you gain here, and then there's that one trade that you don't follow your rules, you take a big loss, you hold it for too long, you add to that position on the downside, you average down, and it's a spiral effect from there. And then but the thing is, we need to recognize that. We need to cut that out immediately. That's something I have to really work on. I got to stop doing that. Every time that I'm doing well, I need to stick to it. There can't be that one day where I fall off, because that one day is what ruins everything. And it always continues to do that. It's a repeating pattern. And I was speaking to guys at my table today, and it's like saying it out loud and admitting it into like the universe. It changes you, because you're admitting it to yourself. You're not only admitting it to yourself, but you're admitting it to the universe. You're admitting it to other people. It's like, okay, do you know what? I need to stop this, or things are just going to fall apart. So anyways, I'm rambling off on some other stuff. Tim Sykes provided so much value. Roland Wolf, he came up there. I love his attitude. Very professional guy, very down to earth in the way he teaches, and I love it. I took so much notes. Not so much on Tim Sykes, because he was kind of going off on a lot of different stuff. He was talking about himself. He's talking about his charities. He was talking about some patterns, and that's great and all. But Roland Wolf had like a PowerPoint slide, and it was kind of like built into like this. It was like organized into like a way that you can understand it from beginning to finish. It wasn't like, okay, this is how you get into trade. It's like, what are you looking for? What are the catalysts? What are the position sizes? How do you scan? How do you screen? How do you take your first trade? This and that, like all those things, preparation. So he provided so much value. I'm excited for Stephen Dux and Tim Grattani tomorrow. Also, I forget his name, something Hudson or Huddy or whatever. He didn't make much money for 2 years, right? He was break even on both years, and then the third year he made like $140,000, which is unbelievable. You know, you would think like 2 years, it's like it's hard, because I've been almost in it for 2 years and I'm not profitable. So it's like you start to kind of demotivate yourself. You start to like lose that self-confidence that you once had when you first started, with that optimistic mindset. And I always continue to believe in myself. It just you got to stick with it, right? Like once it clicks, it clicks. The more skin you have in the game, the better you can pick strategies out, pick patterns out, and recognize things easier. So yeah, I don't know if I said this in this video, but I told myself this summer that I will not trade unless I track my trades, because as a business you need to track. So basically, for the last 4 months, I was tracking on Excel. I was writing this description of the trade, entry, exit, position size, account size, what's happening there, profit, loss, all that stuff, ticker name. And this guy made me realize, I looked at my Excel sheet, I'm like, I'm not even looking back at this. I should be looking back at this. But it's so small that there's not even enough like time to even look back at it. I need an organized system. So like I said, we always evolve. So it's like I didn't track, and then I tracked a little bit, and I stopped tracking because I felt bad when I took a loss. I was like, I don't want to keep writing this stuff. And then I stopped tracking, and then I hit a point where it's like, okay, I'm going to consistently track, and I was able to track now for 4 months consistently. I tracked all my trades, everything. But I realized I'm not really looking back at it. I don't really have anything to keep myself accountable for. Like, yes, I know what strategies are working for me now, but I need to pinpoint this, and I need to review this on a consistent basis so I can ingrain it in my mind. And this book that we got for free, it's just like a cheap little book, but like, look at this. It provides so much value to you. It's like symbol, page, I guess like what page the symbol is, because there's more pages over here. Yeah, so it's just like, this is one section, that's the other section, and then this is where you actually track your trades in here, right? So you have like the symbol, the entry, the exit, how much profit, loss, whatever, what ticker, what bias, notes that you have on the trade. So that was interesting. I got 2 of those just to track my trades a lot. And then also, I made a Profitly account. So like all my data is going to be public from now on. I feel like with that, I'm able to just submit my information, take a picture of the chart, put it in the system, and then it's gone. It's out of my hands. And that, like I said, like I felt like I was here to learn new, like, I guess, strategies or like ways of thinking, and I'm coming out of this with way more. It's like the energy of people, the way they think, the way they're feeling about it. Just little things like this, just this book right here, coming all the way down here just to get this book, um, to know that Profitly was free. I didn't even know Profitly was free to track your trades. I was like, what the hell? I was surprised, and I've been trading for a year and a half. But like that's the thing, like when you trade by yourself and you start with small accounts and that's all you ever did, you have a small account and then you work with it and then you have another small account. So it's like you never really know, right? So I never had that training, I never had that professional teach me. I went from Warrior Trader, Asian Trader, Roland Wood, Tim Gertani, Warrior Trader, like all those guys, and it's just like you got to get to a point where you need to understand things in more depth. Like I understand things in depth, but like I was always missing that like connection point, like that one thing that was hindering me from my success. So before I was like trading from my laptop and I was trading in my car, and I realized like that wasn't the right approach because I'm very distracted by my surroundings. People are trying to look at my computer. It's like no, like it makes me feel uncomfortable. So I'm gonna react to that because my emotions are already strong because I'm in a trade or I'm trying to track a trade or something. So it's like you continue to evolve and realize different things. And then I ended up buying computers, and then like I said, with the tracking and all that stuff, it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm so grateful that I'm here, that I didn't make an excuse. You know, like I'm in school. Most people, like, I can't go. Like I'm in school. I don't have money. I can't come. Like look how much the hotel is. I was just like, do you know what? This is what I want. This is the career path that I want to take. And however long it takes, I don't know. That's what I want to do. Like, I'd rather do this for 5 years so I can live the rest of my life the way I want. Some people are going to just do what they want, but never do what they love. You know, it's just like, it's different, right? Like, people go to school doing things that kind of just get them by or provide them a career or a job, but it's nothing that they ever truly love. They can never live off their own income. Like, I'm not saying that for everybody. I'm just saying that for a majority of people, like, they live paycheck to paycheck. You know, a lot of the middle class people are spending a lot of money, going to debt, this and that, one thing or the other. Just like, we're human beings, and most human beings like to spend more than they make. That's reality. And most people can't be self-sufficient off their own income, so they never can really retire. And if they do retire, it's going to take them a very long time, especially because the Canadian dollar is so garbage now. Just like inflation and all that stuff is just terrible. But yeah, like, I'm here in Orlando by myself. I made no excuses. I'm 30 minutes. Like, all these guys are staying in like this Hyatt Regency hotel, 30-minute walk from here, and it's more expensive. I ended up staying in this freaking crappy Ramada hotel here, like king size bed. It's like a bachelor, whatever. I was like, you know what? I need to make it down there. I'm not trying to spend a lot of money, but I got to get down there somehow. I need to be down there. It wasn't like I should or I want. It's like I needed to be down there in order for me to continue down this path. I knew that I needed that. I needed that extra boost, that extra push to keep me going. So if you guys like this video, click like or whatever. But yeah, I'll be making more videos like this. Probably tomorrow I'll make another video, second day, kind of talk about the experience. Oh yeah, Tim Sykes also got a Bugatti today. It was crazy. Like, last year he did a McLaren, and this year is a Bugatti. It was just like, obviously, like, he has a big ego, but he tries to act like he's very humble about it. But he knows that he has money, and he's definitely doing it to inspire people, which I am very grateful for, because that did inspire me. It's like, this is possible. He's just an average guy, right? So anybody can do it. It just takes hard work and dedication. And I know with time that my time will come, and that's it. And everybody's time will come, right? So just stay focused, and hope this video did something for you. If not, that's okay. It's not for everybody, but anyways, take care, guys.